Hey Stoney, and I read your comment, yeah. I kind of knew you were kidding. But, you know, fair or not, I lumped the three of you together, and your good friend Phil was getting on my case about, you know, about how none of you guys can know whether or not my video is shitty, so I need to make it perfectly clear. Even if you like me, doesn't mean you have to watch it, listen to, or whatever, every fucking video I create, you know? But blaming me, or I mean, that's ridiculous. So, yeah, Phil was getting on my case, and if you read those comments, you'll see he was getting on my case. That's why at one point I even admitted it, and I'm like, well, Stoney didn't really do anything, but Phil and Colin did, and these men all get lumped together in my I'm just tired. I'm just tired. You know, when I worked for Parking Concepts that turned into AMCO, that I later was part of automatically just by virtue of my existence and working there, but became a part of two different class action lawsuits brought against those companies. And one of them, the AMCO one, I actually wound up getting, I was excited, because remember, I'm on welfare, this is when I was in LA, and, you know, that to be getting, you know, I thought I was only going to get $300, but it turned out I got $300, it was given to me in increments, so I actually wound up getting $300, then $300, I didn't know that, I had no idea, I didn't understand, probably originally didn't pay attention that, you know, yeah, I got almost $1,000 from Parking Concepts, not much, but from AMCO, yeah. They justifiably had a class action lawsuit brought against them. I saw things, I told you, in the end, the guy, hot little fucking whatever. And what that means is he was cocky, I found him attractive, and it turned out he was fucking with the new people and stealing the drops, and he didn't even wind up getting fired for it. It was revealed after the fact, and he wound up quitting for some whatever, you know. You know, he was like this with the boss, and of course, who you're going to blame? You're going to think it's the new people stealing, you know. If the drops go missing, they have no recourse. Made me ill. And then I've been working there for years, and I feared, I had a perfect record there. I feared it was going to happen to me. You know, it was bad. It got bad at the end, and people were being robbed at knife point, and that's why when my mom came into a little bit of money, she wound up sending me, like, this was to start my new life, you know, I was supposed to do something, but then, you know, one thing after another happened. I literally, after Donald did what he did to me, I wanted to fucking die, you know, so I certainly can't go and, you know, try to figure out what I'm going to do with my life or whatnot when I just want to die. So all I did was wind up using the money to pay my bills, and, you know, because I had to pay rent, I had to pay, you know, I mean, I had to pay all my bills, and the money went away, and then it was like, but, I was just thinking, I remember I went grocery shopping, I was in her bed. Her bed's kind of soft for me. She paid $1,000 for that bed. That's why I'm afraid. I hear horror stories about people who get beds and then they hate them, because you can't tell just by lying on it for a second in the store, you know. Anyway, when I worked for that Parking Concepts, this woman, Hilma, the nicest, happiest person I've ever met in my life. Literally, genuinely just a nice person. Anyone in this job would tell you. Everyone loved Hilma. But, you know, she's she wore a cross, she's devout Catholic, she's going to heaven when she dies, and that's it. And she's just nice and happy and nice to everybody, and you know. Joe's belief that the Anunnaki are running the show isn't any more out there than Scientology, than even the notion of a being in the sky and a devil with a pitchfork and you're going to burn in hell forever. I mean, any... That's another thing Joe and I talked about. That this is supposed to be the age of Aquarius, enlightenment, and, you know, the Anunnaki are, you know, want us destroyed or whatever. So we're going to turn up the volume, so to speak, and it's supposed to be one side or the other. The age of Aquarius is the age of not I think, it's the age of I know, you know.